All right, dropping the beat. You are tuning in to the For Profit Podcast.
I am your host, Haven B, here with my main man, JD, once again back for the
We back.
Open Championship. Let's go.
Bro, I can barely hear you. You got to turn your mic up, bro. I can barely hear you. We need full mic, full force, because this is the U.S. Open at Torrey motherfucking Pines, baby. Look at that. I brought the cert out. I was here a couple weeks ago. Look at this, right? Torrey. I need full Haven here because we got a big one. We got a big one this week. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been off for a while, Haven B. Little hiatus, my man. There's no riffs. We ain't the Beatles, right?
No
like
riffs, no
there's no
Beatles,
problems.
pure, unfiltered golf all this week.
It's just, man, I just can't get excited for like the fucking Palmetto Championship. Memorial, that was fine, I guess. Sucks for John Rahm. We'll talk about him.
Oh my gosh.
That sucks for John Rahm. Sucked for me too when I had fucking Colin Morikawa and can't in a playoff. Would have been fun. No fucking chance. Then can't get too upset, right? I mean, that's my look. So here's my question for you: can you get upset or no?
At what?
At Morikawa getting fucked in the middle of the fairway. We're gonna go back to Memorial. We're gonna recap this shit. Morikawa being in the middle of the fairway with a fucking mud ball hitting. I don't know. When you're the best iron player in the world, you hit that ball somewhere closer than what he did. I mean, that was a fucking nightmare. Basically, it came out top heavy. But at the same time, like, he had no chance of winning that tournament if COVID didn't rear its ugly head. So I guess, can you get mad? Because I want to get mad.
Can't.
But you kind of can, right? Like, it's like
I can't. No, I keep telling people that when you got a guy, well, I'll get mad at Morikawa because he's one of the favorites. But when you have a guy who comes up bat out of hell,
yeah,
you to have him in the contention is a good.
That's all you got.
He's got to be happy about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Let me unplug my.
I will. I'd be glad that you don't have Google alerts because Google alerts sent me an alert that said Morikawa won. By the way.
Wow. I would have burnt. I live about an hour and a half away from that fucking place. I would just burnt those motherfuckers down if they had sent me that shit. But okay, irregardless, if that's not even a word, irregardless,
hanging around way too many black people.
This is time for the U.S. Open. Look, okay, I have something to admit to you, and I want your opinion before I'm going to give you mine. Okay, Masters U.S. Open to me. I'll let you know where I'm at. You can probably already tell, but do you really think like when you put these two tournaments, which one are you more excited for year in and year out?
I'm more excited for U.S. Opens.
Okay, why is that?
I'm more excited for U.S. Opens because I like the fact that it moves around.
Yeah, and
I like the fact that it extracts the best player. To me, I think. With Augusta, I don't know. I don't like the way they set up Augusta. It's fun because it's the Masters, and you got to earn your ass to get into the U.S. Open. There's not all these fucking old buddy duddies over 50, the nostalgia and shit. I just think the pure field.
Yeah.
The U.S. Open is.
I like it. So real quick, Have, can you fix your mic real quick while I go on a rant about the Masters? Because I'm having a hard time hearing you, and I think everyone else is, but we're not stopping this shit yet. So figure out what's connected to what real quick, because we're gonna get this dialed. Give me, and I'll go on. I'll go on forever. So here's my thought process on this. Like, I love the Masters. Is the Masters. Like it has the thing about the Masters is like the best guys always win. So that's the problem. Like we have a lot of really shitty U.S. Open winners. There's not as many bad. There's not any bad Masters winners, right? But the fact that the course changes year in and year out, I love that about it. Like I like trying to figure out last year at Oakland Hills was like awesome, right? And this year at Torrey Pines, it's so fun. The year in and year out stuff at the Masters, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's great, and I love it. The Masters is the Masters, and it gets the most pub. But this is the who is. Like I was looking at the full tournament, or excuse me, not the full tournament. That's the first round leader markets. Keegan Bradley is not in this field, which is wild to me. I've been on Keegan Bradley every fucking week. He's not even in this field. So the U.S. Open produces, and shout out to Salapodge, the U.S. Open produces the best winner almost year in and year out. And you know, Gary winning it at Pebble 2 years ago was kind of the outlier, like you're mentioning. I really don't. I didn't even think Gary was an outlier because his ball striking was on point with anyone, and that course fit very well with him. We had some outrights on him, you know, whether it's here or there. But look, I just think the U.S. Open will produce the best winner year in and year out, whereas you can kind of get some randoms. Like, again, I mean, you know, we can harken back to 2019, and that was probably the greatest sportsman I've ever seen. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I mean, I cried like a baby. Never forget it. But Tiger in 08 was like a wild situation. Like it was a more, I don't know if it was more improbable because he was obviously in his prime, but I don't know. I just feel like this tournament will put out a better winner most of the time than what we'll see at Augusta. So I don't know. I just that's my thought process in the whole thing, and yeah, I agree, man. I think the Masters is a little less random. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens this year. Rocco, that was a long time ago, but here we are, U.S. Open 2021, Torrey motherfucking Pines, baby. One of my backyards, man. I played this golf course hundreds of times going up through law school there. A place where I learned golf again. Like I hated golf. I couldn't afford it, to be honest with you, in college I played all through high school. College, could not afford golf. Went to law school in San Diego, and when you get that little $40 gem, it's like the fucking golden ticket. You can walk Torrey Pines for $43 fucking dollars, and my boys and I would do it once, maybe twice a week for the entire time I was there. So to me, this is a super, super special place because it really rejuvenated my love for the game. I'm excited to talk about it, man. I love it. You play Torrey, right?
No, I have not played Torrey.
Your fucking mic is way better. Whatever you did, it's better.
Well, when we were starting, it was fine. You didn't say anything about it, so
we're good now. So let's fire that. So
let's go. Yeah.
Course preview. We all know the goddamn course. I don't even know why we have to talk about it. We see this shit every time. The only difference is longest shit, longer rough, par 71. That's it. The only difference. Faster greens. June compared to February can get a little different though, right?
Rough.
More time to grow the rough. The one thing I will say is San Diego in June is not a sunny place. And you lived on the coast. You live in Ventura. That June gloom, is that real in Ventura? Do you get that June gloom?
Yeah, it's
a little marine layer.
It's like parts of the day. It's not all the
it's
parts of the day. Like so, as generally, as the day goes on, you'll see it come in around like 4, 3-ish. You know what I'm saying? So and
it'll leave at like 9 and then come back into like 4.
Big difference in the course, by the way.
Yeah,
100%. 15 degrees.
Yeah. And here's the other thing: is like this course hasn't seen rain in 3 months, probably. So they can more or less do whatever they want with it. It's going to be long. The long narrative, I think it might be a little overblown. I think a guy who just strikes it well can win here. Honestly, I'm not sure the long thing is going to be that important, more or less because you're looking at tiny greens, you're looking at POA, right? Like, guys are going to miss a shitload of putts. It makes it a little more of a luck fest, doesn't it? Like with the POA greens, don't you think?
I don't know about luck fest because if you're not on your game tee to green, you're still in the shit. Like
that's true.
That may actually, if you're saying that though, that may actually bode better for Phil, which quiet as kept was like one of the greatest sports feats anyone will ever see in their life.
God, we haven't talked about the PGA yet. One of the greatest. That was the most fun thing. Well, okay.
He tried to give it up. He tried.
Yeah. Look, he won. We don't have to recap that, but like to me, and maybe I'm just like I just a Tiger fucking homer, but I think 19 Tiger was 2 or 3 times. Like I had way more. Like that to me was a bigger and better feat than what Phil did. Considering Phil has a win a couple of years ago. I mean, he has kept himself in better shape than Tiger has. Obviously, with
who would have thought
Tiger.
That? Who would have thought that ever?
No one would have. I mean, that was a wild situation.
Words in your lifetime.
It was a wild situation, but I think I'm confident that 2019 Tiger trumps that Phil shit. And then look, those like 1-2. Like to me, trumps it. Not even close.
No. It may trump because you have a hard on for Tiger, but from a historical perspective,
here's the thing.
The greatest is Jack. Okay, I don't care what people say. Tiger.
Okay, now you're just being a fucking old dude.
No,
you're being ridiculous.
The greatest is Jack. Look at
you're not even that old. What are you talking about?
Listen, this guy did something Jack couldn't do.
Tiger went from not being able to hit a fucking chip to winning the fucking Masters. Jack was never that bad. He just stopped playing.
Tiger will never do this. He will never.
Well, here's what I will say. If Phil can win a fucking tournament at 50, I think Tiger has another. He has until 55.
Yeah.
He's always been better at Phil at everything.
How many more accidents?
How many more what?
How many more accidents is Tiger going to have between them?
All right, buddo. And then here's the thing. Okay, we're not done talking about Torrey, but I think we have a very, very, very good question here. Texans, ND. What's the difference between POA in February and June? It gets way worse in June in terms of roll. In February, it's a lot smoother. It doesn't get as bumpy. If you watch that putt the Tiger hit to tie Rocco on 18, that thing, and I'll steal it from Andy Malter on one of our podcasts, it looks like a kickball going down gravel. It's like boom, 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 boom. That is POA in June, and anyone who's played it knows. Now, in February, you got some of that shit. It's dormant. It's not as bumpy. It rolls a lot smoother. So, look, Riv, Pebble, Torrey, 3 courses with the 3 highest percentages of missed putts within 5 feet. It's not even close. There's only one common denominator. Excuse me, 2. Relatively on the coast. Riv is kind of a little inland, but the POA grass will fuck them when it comes to inside that 4 to 5 feet range. So I think it puts a premium on ball striking, and I think putting is going to be a lot less important.
I think that you should be looking. This is why you need to watch golf. You need to look at guys who power their putts. That's what I will be looking at.
Hit it through the bumps.
Not guys who kind of glided in there, but just like
no Dyers.
No Dyers. One guys that boom.
I like that. Interesting.
This is something that you really want to do.
You know what? I haven't thought about that, but I think that's a fucking great idea. Honestly, because here's what Tiger said. I watched that little clip. I retweeted it. He's like, I knew this putt was going to bounce and jump around. All I was thinking about was putting a good stroke and hitting it solid. Mm-hmm. Kind of gives you that idea, right? Where you have to bang this shit, right? Yep. So, again, Haven, if you could turn your volume up or something to where they can hear you a little bit better, that would be awesome. I'm going to move on to the top of the board while you work on that. Yep. Talk about some of these guys up top. Look, we have John Rahm. Rip. Good shit at the Memorial, man. That's a W. That's your second W at Memorial Invitational, one of the top, 10 tournaments of the year. And you're 9-5 here. Look, man, I cannot get behind him being this big of a favorite at a major. There's a lot of shit that we can deal with when it comes. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can say about all the guys up top about why they can't win. I think the only guys who are solid as fuck is basically Brooks, DJ. Like, those are the only guys in this group who are like, yep, I've won majors recently. I performed well in majors recently. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to play well. There are a lot of guys here who we can easily pick holes on. And I think Rahm is right there with all the rest of them. The dude has been on tour for a long time, and he has never actually competed at a major. He backdoors him a lot. He's the fucking king of the 66 on Sunday with the T5 to make it look like he really was there when he had absolutely no fucking chance to win the golf tournament. When was the last time he was actually in contention to win a major? He needed 1 putt to go, 2 putts to go. Never. Not one time. And he's a favorite? Don't get it.
I thought he was up there at a British. Is the volume better now?
It's fine. It's not. It's still not great, but I don't know. It sounds better. Just talk loud. Be me.
Talk loud.
Tell me one fucking major John Rahm has actually been in contention. Not backdoor. Not where he shoots fucking a million and then he comes in with a fucking 62 back yesterday to get the top 10 like he does every single week. He does PGA. He does it every Masters. What major has he ever been there on a Saturday with a chance to win?
I don't know what major he's done it on, but I will say that he has done it in a very tough field, which is essentially what a major is.
Okay.
At the Players. He was there. And that's the toughest field in golf. So
didn't win. I'm just going off who's there, because you bring that up a lot. You got 9th. Like, I don't give a fuck.
No.
7th at the Masters. Okay, I'm going to look at this. He got 8th at the PGA. I'm just going to have to pull this up. He had 8th at the PGA, and he was he had no chance to compete at any given point in that tournament. He got, where's the Masters at? 5th at the Masters, had 0 chance. He was never even remotely around. PGA, he shot, 8th at the PGA, he shot 66, the best 4th round score of anyone up there. All right, so now we go to the Masters. I mean, this guy, this is every single fucking year. Where is he at? Rahm, 68. The Masters was to 66. 68 at the PGA. The only better round was Answer at 65. He's just sneaking into top 10s with no chance to compete. So I don't understand why he's a favorite. He's never competed. He's never competed at a fucking major, and he's a favorite to win a fucking major. Insane to me.
Okay, if that's the case, are the head-to-head matchups also saying the same thing? And if so, if you really believe he's not supposed to be the guy, I want to hear the bullshit.
Well, here's the problem.
You're rating him. You're rating him in every matchup.
Here's the problem is that he will do this. He'll shoot fucking 66 on a Sunday and I'll lose every matchup.
So he should be the favorite then.
If I can get him for the first 2, that's what they need to we need to make a book where they offer first 2 round matchups. Come on. Because I would fade the fuck out of them. All these guys. Give me Brooks, give me Speed, give me DJ, give me JT, give me Bryson, give me Rory. All of them.
What's wrong with JT?
What's that?
What's wrong with JT?
I don't know what's wrong with JT, but I just want to drive this point home real quick. Rahm is a favorite at a golf tournament at a major. He has actually never competed at a major. Like he has never had a chance to win coming down to the last 3-4 holes, right? Now, will he win majors? Of course he's going to win majors. I'm not some fucking idiot who thinks he's going to go, forever without winning. And again, a lot of people like him because of his win at Torrey. That's fine. A lot of guys have good history here. I'm not a history guy to a certain extent, but at the same time, man, you cannot be a favorite over Brooks, Jordan, Bryson, DJ, Rory at this much, man. It's crazy to me. So that's my point on Rahm.
Okay.
Look, I'll tell you right now. If I can get like a plus 130 with Brooks, let's go. Not sure we can get that.
Are they out yet?
Yeah, but they're waffling the hair. But all right, Brooks. Give me your thoughts on Brooks. I think this can be pretty short here. We're going to go through every single motherfucker, by the way. This is going to be the longest pod ever created.
He's showing
every single guy we're talking about. Brooks. It's been too long. Brooks.
He's showing form. I'm fine with Brooks. What is he, in the 18 range?
Yeah, 15, 18, somewhere in there.
I'm fine with it. If you guys want to allocate the majority of your funds for the week towards Brooks, very surprised the last 2 times in contention. No bueno.
Nah, PGA and both PGAs, right? Yeah. Mystic at the Masters. Yeah, look, hey, guy who's injured, not as clutch as we thought maybe, but at the same time, look, if you can get a guy who's going to be, down the stretch is like a plus 300 guy, the last 2 PGAs, and I think this course fits him great. I don't know. The part where Brooks is like, what do we look at? Do we just throw out every other fucking golf tournament?
Yes.
We throw out all the stats for all of them? which is why we're getting. Like, I mean, like here's a number that I bet today, and this isn't well offered, but think about this shit. I bet Brooks plus 127 over Xander. Plus 127 over Xander. Brooks.
You're on a pure Xander fade, I'm assuming.
I mean, how can Xander ever be a favorite over Brooks at a major?
I'm telling you, because I think his worst finish at the U.S. Open is like 8th or something.
I could not care less.
You want to talk about baselines? You talk about baselines all the time. That's a pretty good baseline.
Motherfucker, his baseline last year was missing the cut at the PGA. Dude missed the cut. Yeah. Oh, great baseline. You just missed the cut at a golf tournament. Should have fit you well. Overrated, man. Okay, let's talk about Xander. Okay, I'm looking at Bookmaker, and they're making him 11.5 to 1 to win this golf tournament.
Okay.
Can you believe? Like what? What world? What world are we living on?
We've had this conversation. It's not about the numbers.
What it's about idiot is driving him? I know what idiot it is. I fucking muted. I got so fucking hyped. I know exactly what fucking idiot it is. This is the idiot who talks so much shit to me on Twitter. I promise you, I know what idiot it is. Come into me. Tell me why you bet this dude here. Give me every fade. I know exactly what idiot it is. You're dumb as fuck. This is wrong. He should never be here. It's stupid. And any matchup is bad too. Bad.
Maybe you should make a bet with them on Twitter.
They know who they are. They can find me. They know who they are. They can find me. Look, here's the thing. I also think this is driven by some kind of a San Diego narrative, which is like really dumb.
And his record at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, well, okay. So what? Okay, his record at Torrey is basically awful. Like he misses cuts every single time.
I agree with that.
Record, which is whatever. I'm not concerned about that. Like that's fine. It's going to be played differently. Blah 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 blah. I just don't understand how a guy who hasn't won a golf tournament in 3 years is 11 to 1 to win the biggest golf tournament of the year against guys who, I mean, Spieth is 23, Bryson is 18. This is the problem. We can talk about all these. I mean, to me, this is lunacy. It's absolute lunacy.
It's just the price someone is willing to pay. They don't need to put up 25 to 1 for people to bet on Xander, given the narratives that you have just mentioned. That's the reason why.
So why is he okay? Why is he in certain markets? Why is he Rory's plus 113 over Xander?
Because of the baseline.
No, just listen. Like baseline. Plus 113 against Xander, Rory McIlroy. Plus 127 against Xander, Brooks Koepka. Plus 111 against Xander, Bryson DeChambeau. All three golfers are substantially better golfers than he is. It's just not, you can't, there's no argument. Those three guys are better golfers than Xander Schauffele. It's just a fact. Xander's great, though. Like, I think he's a top 10 to 15 guy on tour. Those guys are top 7. It's not even close. So I just don't, I cannot wait for this market. I hope I get these. I'll bet them 100%. I haven't seen them yet pop up, but I will bet them. I don't get the Xander number. To me, it is lunacy. Complete lunacy.
All right, bang it away. Sounds like drone strikes away.
Spieth 23 to 1. Give you a little something.
I can wait.
I kind of like it.
I can wait.
I didn't bet it.
I hate it. It's like this. See this? This is called a yellow light.
Like,
yeah.
You're like,
I can wait.
Man, that's good. He's so fucking good right now. Let's pull some Jordan numbers. And look, I feel like we've come full fucking.
We did. And we called it. We actually called it the beginning of the year. It's time.
We were like, hey,
for the turnaround.
Go listen to the beginning of the year podcast. We were like, I think Jordan's gonna bounce back. Yeah. All right, 18th and Memorial. I mean, the dude gains strokes on ball striking. Holy shit! Since the Players. And with a short game like his, I mean, if you gain strokes ball striking every single tournament since March in his short game, because he'll do something dumb. We all know that. He'll be like, he'll chip in from fucking 60 or, shit that you never want to fade him because he's going to do something dumb. But those kind of numbers to me are very interesting. Now,
not a good record at Torrey. I don't remember ever seeing Jordan like there.
That's interesting. Like, it falls in a weird part of the year. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not everyone plays this golf tournament every year because you have Pebble, you have Arizona, you have the desert, you have like Dubai for a lot of these guys who are taking the blood money. Like, there's a lot of
He said
conflicting
the blood
factors.
money. That's good. I like that.
Oh God, yeah, come on. So look, okay, God, Jordan. Okay, here's my question. Because I bet the former. I bet the latter. I'm sorry. Would you rather have Jordan at 23 or JT at 25?
Hold on. Now, like just pure or right now?
For this golf tournament? What do you mean? For this golf tournament?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I really think JT has the runaway talent.
Yeah.
But for this tournament, I'm taking Jordan at 23.
Damn it! I fucked this one up. So I have JT at 25.
He makes up for so much.
I know, with his fucking random shit.
He thinks differently in the bunkers. He thinks differently around the greens. Oh, I can make this.
Everything he looks at. Doesn't matter if it's fucking Poa or goddamn concrete, dude. Yep. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm starting to get a lot more respect for this motherfucker, to be honest with you.
He's like Brandt Snedeker with the most amazing mental game in history.
Here's one thing I will say, though. He folded like a fucking lawn chair against Cockrack at the fucking Colonial.
Hey, mind you, listen to me, buddy. Dark horse.
Oh, we will get to him. There's no way we're going to go an hour without talking about the fucking cock, okay? We will definitely be talking about the cock.
Do we have the stats for previous U.S. Open, like how they've typically come into form? Like if we can exclude Tiger?
I mean, we can think about it. Every golf tournament that's ever happened. So.
Do they usually have a win?
No, I think you have like a couple top tens. He's kind of, doing all right. I mean, I'll tell you what, having a win is not going to hurt you. Right?
Who won?
Like Bryson had played pretty.
He had a win last year already.
Yeah, he had a win. And then let's see. The only one that might throw a loop is between Brooks, Aaron Hills. I don't know if Brooks had something prior to that. He won the desert or the fucking Arizona tournament. I always flip-flopped them in my head. But Brooks he wasn't on the stage, right? He won like 60-1 that week, right?
Right.
So anyways, I think he would be the guy to get that. So, okay. So we talk about Jordan. For me, I think I would rather have Jordan at 23 than JT at 25. When I bet that, Jordan was at 18. So if you haven't bet that, when you're listening, I think Jordan has a better chance at that as a shorter number personally. Now, Dustin Johnson, do you have anything for DJ? We're gonna talk about all these motherfuckers, by the way. This might be a 2-hour pod. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm fine with Jay. I haven't really. He gave everybody blue balls last week. I kind of thought he was gonna be there and kind of.
I feel like he was just going fast and loose last week.
He's like Phil Hellmuth at the World Series of Poker.
Don't you think he might have just been like, yeah, I'm just going to fire at this. I don't really care. He kind of fanned it and it didn't work out so well. Like, I don't necessarily think that – I'm not taking that away from him.
You're not taking the fold away? I mean, kind of should have made it. Yeah, Cheston Hadley. Jesus.
Oh, rip.
Dang.
Hey, here you go, though. Follower's gas. But yeah, back to DJ. I really think that he put it together, tee to green. He made a couple bad shots, whatever. He is the one guy in this field, and even over Spieth, that I feel like I will regret not having. I'm not going to have any piece of him. Like, I'm not going to bet him in any way, shape, or form because it's just not there. Like, I'd like to, but the numbers just don't match up. I think, but just my intuition says that is the one dude who I'm going to regret the most not having any exposure to.
No DJ exposure.
Just can't. I wish he had played like shit last week. I would love him more. But yeah, anyways. All right, let's get to Bryson.
Bryson Trey.
All aboard. So we're doing acapella drops. Okay, ready? All right, acapella drops on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
All aboard the Bryson train. Get your tickets ready. Get your tickets ready.
Sorry, we're Haven's in remote, so we gotta do acapella drops.
Yes.
Bryson, thoughts?
Bryson, I mean, you got to do it. He's actually playing okay this year. Was there at the PGA, right? I mean, he was there. I saw a lot of.
He was on the grounds. Yes.
What do you mean? I saw TV coverage on Sunday.
What's that?
There was TV coverage of Bryson on Sunday. Like he was.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's not missing cuts ever. So I mean, that's one thing. I don't know.
I like it. I like the fact that he grinds. He's not as putting as hot as he did last year.
True,
but
fact.
I still love him here.
I mean, it's perfect, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. The thing about Torrey is this: there are no trees. First and foremost, the trouble is only on a couple of holes on the front 9, right? You play 1 down the hill, 2, 3 is a short par 3, 4, 5 are the trouble holes, and 6 you're all the way home, like you're done, and there's nothing else until you get to the back 9, 1 there, and it's all left. You could just spray the fucking ball. It doesn't matter. You could just spray it. Like it doesn't like it's. I don't know about Winged Foot. I've never played it, but to me, Torrey is one of the most wide open golf courses that I've ever played. You cannot get in trouble. Now, if they do, and shout out to Texas ND in the chat here, they're talking about this tiered rough thing, which I've never seen, where they're saying like, off the tee, X amount of yards is going to be this length. And then
they've been doing that lately. The last few years, they've been doing the.
Yeah, did it work last year? Fuck off. Like, I don't know. If they've been doing that lately, then they're fucking failing.
Well, they don't have it. They don't have it like it used to be. It used to be like 1 foot off the road. Back when Phil was like in contention, 1 foot off. Whoop.
No. I'm talking about off. I'm talking about up. So like, let's say I don't know the fucking exact parameters, but let's say like 300 and back is 1 length. 300 to like 320 is 1 length. 320 to 350 is 1 length.
So they're making it tighter?
Well, not tighter. I'm talking about just rough length.
No. I understand, but it's tighter because
you don't want to. Yes, that's what they're. To me, I don't know, man. That seems like a very difficult thing to pull off. You're gonna start fucking mowing, and you're like, oh, look, hey, my countrymen are like, hey, my man, he's like, hey, we're at fucking 320 way. We got to turn around and mow the other way. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. And I can say that because I'm Mexican, but I'm just not sure that's realistic. I'm not sure you can do that to a golf course. I mean, maybe you know better. You caddied for a long time. Can you actually do that to a golf course? It'd be really difficult, right?
With the new lawnmowers, it's so easy to do that. All you do is make it. Oh, we have a line right there at 3-4. All you gotta do is just whoop, mowers come up.
Dude, my guy's gonna be like, oh, we gotta do. We gotta go, man. Like we just mow. Like I don't think there's a fucking option here. Like, look, if that's the case, it's gonna be interesting. Even with that being said, I think I like Bryson 70 yards ahead of like almost everyone. Even if there's a little bit longer rough. But I think that's a great thing to mention. Shout out to Texas ND22. The tiered rough thing, look, I haven't seen it. I feel like the practicality of it is a little bit difficult. But ultimately, like if they pull it off, yeah, I think it brings a lot of guys back into the field who I'm not factoring in. Just give me the guys who hit it fucking far. How about that?
Right.
Okay. But yeah, and Bryson's one of them. I love Bryson this week. I think this shit sets up perfect for Bryson.
Yeah, Bryson's on the short list for sure. Cool. I got to make a decision between him and the last guy we're on now.
DJ?
No, not DJ.
I'm not sure. Here, let me just update.
Between Jordan.
I can't get Jordan.
I think you got to make a decision between him and Jordan, in my opinion.
All right, I'm going to give you the guys that I bet so far. I bet Bryson at 18, Rory at 20, Brooks at 20 a long time ago, and we haven't talked about Justin Thomas, who I have at 25. His game seems a little bit off, but do you know a guy who can fucking flip the switch and house a field better? Like, honestly. Like, the guy is just a monster when it comes to that shit. Give me your thoughts on JT real quick.
I'm not seeing enough to come into here and be like, yeah.
Excited. Now, hold on a second. Is he not an auto bet at 25, though?
I don't think so.
Is Reed an auto bet at 30?
Yes.
Okay. So we're on the same page. Okay.
Yes, we're definitely on that page.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I just feel like, I don't think you're wrong. When I see JT 25, I just click it. Maybe that is the one bet that I probably regret. And I wish I would have rather have put Spieth at 23.5 there.
You could have split that allocation between him and Bryson. Whatever you put on JT, you could have just split that.
No, I have Bryson. I have Bryson Rory. But
I'm saying rather than even put any money.
Oh, just make more money. I got you. Okay. I like it. I think we touched on everyone. I just want to reiterate that whoever is betting Xander up to 11.5 is a fucking idiot. All right. Moving on. My son Morikawa at 21. I think the line is drawn there for him on this golf course, right?
For who? Webb?
No, my son Morikawa.
I like him here. I'm not gonna say it's a precision golf course, but being able to hit your irons and he hits his long irons pretty well.
Yeah, very well.
So
he's live.
Not a bad spot.
Okay, here, give me this. Okay, because here's the problem with this shit. Like, we know the winner of this golf tournament is coming from like one of the top, like probably 15 guys on the odds board.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, the U.S. Open hasn't produced a guy outside the top 30 in like a decade. So, I mean, these guys, like, it has to be someone around here, right? So we're splitting hairs a lot here. So and look, I love Morikawa. So here's my question. Would you have Morikawa at 21.5 or Spieth at 23.7? That's a good one, right?
I think I'd rather have Spieth.
I think I'm with you on that, but
Spieth is
I also think
USGA events.
Yeah, I also think we can go find Morikawa at like a 28, and that would change.
I can wait on Morikawa.
Yeah, well, I can't wait on anyone because I have ADD.
I know you can't.
But, okay, Cantlay, West Coast. What do you think?
He showed enough to be like, hey, I've got.
He got second in a tournament. That was pretty good.
I like him 30s.
24.6, 24 and a half.
Can I get a 30? Anywhere?
I'm sure we can find a 30 somewhere.
Let me find a 30 on Cantlay. Chat, find a 30 on Cantlay.
You can't bet on this dude. He just he looks like a fucking mouse. The dude has a mouse face. Let's just call it what it is.
Who looks higher? Who looks higher? Hovland or Xander?
Oh, definitely Hovland.
No, bro, you need to check out Xander. Xander looks high.
Well, you know what? He didn't look high when he dumped it in the water after taking a terrible angle and telling all of us that he was like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to hit it right at the flag." When I hit it really pure and the wind popped up. No, you didn't, you dumb fuck. You fucking fatted it and you pulled it because nobody hits it at that pin on 16. And I don't know how you're 11.5 to 1 when you make decisions like that.
You think he would lie to us and say
God, I'm so angry about this number. What a fucking idiot.
You should be happy because all I do is push everybody else down.
Which I appreciate.
Thank you very much.
11.5 to 1. I'm looking at this number. It's 11.5 to 1. Like, think about how bad you have to be to bet him down there. Anyways, he'll probably win now, by the way. But anyways, all right. So Cantlay, Hovland. I want some Hove. No, you can't get a cheap Hovland number in the world anymore. Like, it's just.
It used to be auto 60.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would take him at 40. I mean, he's got a perfect game here, but like, I don't know, man, like a 27.
Oh, great! He had So where was that? Pebble? That was Pebble, right? Where he
No, here. Remember he hit it into the fucking Pacific Ocean and he can't chip and he duffed it and he got like third here when Reed won. He was there. He was right there on the front line.
But at Pebble, when Brooks won, wasn't that Brooks won?
Oh, you're talking about he was like a fucking wasn't he? It was like the first.
Hold on. Now check it out. He did something like nobody's ever done. I think he hit every fairway.
Okay.
In the U.S. Open?
Well, he hits irons off every tee at Pebble, so that's not really that big of a deal.
Well, nobody's ever done it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, all right. Well, when you have you have 2 Puerto Rican Open wins, like I just don't care. It's not a real golf tournament. So Victor Hovland, 27-1. I think that's about as good as you can find. I just can't do it. I need something better. I don't need it.
Okay. I think there's better value down the board, actually.
We're looking okay. So Bookmaker is a sharp book, and they're hanging Fatty at 25, well available at like 30-40 all week long. 25 is not the auto bet, right?
Nope.
30 is the auto bet.
Good vibes, good putter, strong short game.
Nuts bigger than than Pluto.
See, I'm holding Patrick Reed's nuts right now, everyone. Can you see it? Huevos rancheros.
Here's the thing about Patrick Reed. Like, when was the last time he was in contention and got like T2 or T3?
No.
Like, we just like you want Reed up the leaderboard on a Sunday, and this like, well, for whatever reason, this dude's a fucking monster, and he'll just finish, and everyone else will fold.
He's like Johnny Miller.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Johnny Miller, so yeah.
What?
Right. Look, man,
Johnny Miller, dude.
I don't care about these old fucking white dudes who used to play golf. I just don't. I can't care.
He was so great, bro. Jack Nicklaus said he was the best golfer in the world.
Yeah, he putted like he'd never seen a putter before. That's what I do know about Johnny Miller.
No, that was after.
After what?
Hold on, you know Johnny Miller has like 12 wins, and
that's fine. Patrick Reed has 9.
Hold on, and he putted just like, but Patrick Reed's a great putter,
bro. Patrick Reed has 9 wins. Johnny Miller has 12, and Johnny Miller, unless his motherfucker is like rising from the grave. I know he's not dead, but still, he's not getting another one. So.
The best Johnny Miller story. Check it out. He's like, okay, we got 9 here, and Johnny says, the caddy says it's 135. Johnny said 135 and a half or 135.
He was also a well-known cunt, by the way.
He was hitting it to the half yard, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was. Johnny fucking Miller. I hate Johnny Miller because he was a terrible commentator. Every single fucking shot is like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. Back in '78, when I had a choke down gap wedge, I had to hook it just a hair. And look, I hit it to 5 feet, so I think he should be able to pull this fucking thing off. It's like, Johnny, shut the fuck up. You were not that good.
I miss Johnny Miller, and I want him to come back so bad, dog. I love it.
Is that not how Johnny Miller sounded, by the way, when he talked?
Guys.
Tell me, did Johnny Miller not say that was not how he talked when he talked about golf?
Oh, it was great. I loved it. Oh, that was an obvious choke.
Yeah. I just hit a little choke down 6. I cut it against the wind. And, I just had to hold on to it just a hair. 3 feet. I tap in. All right, Johnny, how do you tap in? Because you were never making it.
You did not watch. You need to go back and watch and watch this guy hit an iron. It was stupid.
No, I don't.
It was stupid.
No, why would I ever watch anyone other than the greatest iron player of all time, Colin Morikawa?
You have a hard on for iron play. And he made your boy Morikawa look like some random European guy. That's how good his iron play was.
Tiger. All right. So Reed at 25, not so good. Reed at 35 is like fucking run.
Give it to
walk.
Me. Absolutely.
Cool. All right. So now we're at a little bit of a weird range. I like a lot of these guys. I just feel like an elite player is going to win this golf tournament. And as above average and as great as these guys are, they're just not elite. I mean, although Decky just won the Masters at 39. I mean, how do you win the Masters than the U.S. Open? Is there a Decky market that you would be interested in other than top Asian? Because I know you fucking love Asians.
You know what? I think how many has he played? What, twice? How many times he played since the Masters?
Yeah, he's like top 20. He's a machine. Look, Japanese people are just a whole nother world. And I can say that because my girlfriend's Japanese.
His Masters win is worth like $1 billion in Japan. Is that all? You think that's right?
No, I think people fucking lie about that stuff for sure. He got, let's see, 39th at the Byron Nelson, 23rd at the PGA, 62nd at the Memorial. All the while, basically just absolutely stroking the shit out of the ball.
Decent track record here,
but cannot putt.
I have seen Decky on the leaderboard here. I've seen him.
Can we get some? Okay, I want strokes gained putting numbers from Decky at the Masters because he just I'm sure he puts better on bent because Japanese people, and I will say this confidently again. Girlfriend is Japanese. If you want to give me you want to cancel me because of this, you're fine. But what I will say is they're meticulous, very detail oriented. And when you get on greens like these, they prefer bent. I have to, because bent is the purest form of green. You go on this bumpy shit, you go on the Bermuda where it's going all over the place. Fuck that. Pure. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway.
Did you already go over Rory, by the way?
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? Are you drunk?
You kind of glanced at you said I have Rory at 20, but you didn't really say anything.
Okay, I'll talk about Rory right now. I think Rory is completely mispriced. He was the fucking favorite at the PGA one tournament ago. There's been one tournament between the between the PGA and the US Open. There's been one tournament. He's gone from the favorite at 11-1 to a fucking afterwater at the fucking 21.
Did he miss the cut?
Wild.
Did he miss the cut?
No, he played great.
I don't remember seeing
Rory has gained strokes on approach in 4+ strokes on approach in 4 straight, which remember, hey, we were on this shit. Pre-COVID, he basically top 5 everything. That was his floor was top 5. It wasn't because he was driving the ball well, right? He's always done that. It was because he had figured out his approach game, which usually means his wedge game. But regardless, he hit it close. I feel like he's back to that. He understood the fact that he fucked his swing up trying to do whatever Bryson did, which was dumb. And he's like, all right, let me go back to their shit. When you get me Rory with 3 straight 4+ strokes gained approach tournaments coming into a US Open, which fits, Torrey fits his fucking game perfectly, and he has good finishes here if you're into that kind of thing.
If you're into that kind of thing.
I love him here. He at 20-1, 21-1, he's my favorite bet on the entire board.
Okay. All right. So,
sorry for not talking about Rory. God, my bad. I love Rory.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Okay. Decky. Tony Finau is 16-1. Go.
I don't know what's the worst bet. Xander at 11 or Tony at 16.
What are these people doing?
And so his first real tournament is going to be a U.S. Open? I don't think so. Tony's got to win a WGC before he wins the U.S. Open.
How about just the 3M
workday? How about the workday?
Yeah, the workday's fine. Look. Here's the thing. I just played my member guest. If Tony comes and wins that, I would give him a little something. He'd be ready to roll in that.
Right.
I don't get it. He's not winning a fucking U.S. Open. Are you kidding me, people?
Okay, forget about it.
16.5-1. You have to be high as fuck or drunk.
No.
Topo Chicos today, guys. There we go.
Oh God.
Let's go. Anyways, I don't know.
Flabbergasted.
There has look. I feel like this market has been manipulated by a bunch of guys who think they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they actually suck at this. So I'm gonna go find another market real quick just to make sure that we're not giving fucking terrible numbers. Because there's a lot of guys who think they know what they're talking
about
about.
an 18 on him somewhere.
I mean, I wouldn't bet Tony until 35-40. Is that fair?
You might as well wait then.
Might as well wait. Let's see. Okay, Xander is 22 and Tony is okay. One book has him up to 40, so that's a little better.
That's a big difference, 16 and 40.
One book is sharp, the other one is
Meh.
pretty much, no one. I mean, it's a low limit book, so take it as you will. But anyways, okay. Let's move on. Let's go to Will, my boy Willie Z, and we're gonna talk about a full tournament head to head here.
Willie,
I'm gonna give you two at once.
Willie Blue Balls. I haven't really seen him do anything.
Willie Z 49-1, Scotty Scheffler 40-1. Which would you rather bank? Or neither? Both or neither. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not going either. I think there's extra value going down. There's no reason to get these guys pre-tournament. I just kind of wait, write them down. Say, all right, if this guy gets off to a good start, what would you bet him down to? How about that? Like, what would you, if they get off to a hot start, what would you wait?
Normally, Haven, I love you. I don't hate that strategy in normal tournaments. I just feel like one of these top dudes is gonna just run, and they're gonna be they're gonna be in the top 3 or 4 after day one.
I'll tell you why I disagree. I disagree here because
they're not gonna be able to come back.
The U.S. Open has a habit of people coming back to the field.
Okay.
This is why I do like the strategy here.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. So here's my question. I have a full tournament head to head on this. I have Willie Z at plus 119 over Scotty Scheffler. Just give me your initial opinion on that before I dive into what I'm thinking.
Oh, Scotty Scheffler?
I have Willie Z plus 119 over Scotty Scheffler. Are you a Scheffler guy?
I'm not really. I'm more about what the price is. I think Scheffler is going to be a good player
for sure.
But I'll take Willie Z at plus 119 though.
I'm just wondering why these guys aren't basically the same golfer when it comes to like every market. Like what makes one of these guys better than the other?
Perception, whatever the public perception is.
Which is fine. I don't think there's a statistical argument you can make to say that Willie Z is a better golfer over the last 4 months.
Wasn't Scheffler there in Dallas though?
At the Schwab?
Yeah, I think he was right there.
Oh no, Memorial. He played well. Scheffler played well at the Memorial, and he played well at the PGA. So he's a third at the Memorial, missed a cut at the Schwab, and 8th at the PGA.
Okay, that's why. The recent. So that's a big thing when you're looking at the books. It's always by what's in the recent minds of the books.
Totally cool. Will Zalatoris had an 8th at the PGA as well. That's like, and he actually made the cut at the Schwab. So I mean, look. Well, say what you will.
Value.
I just don't understand why you're looking at again. Can Scotty beat Willie Z? Of course, but this is the quintessential. Zero them out as plus 100 both ways in any number. I mean, and we go. I mean, this year, Zally has a better year than Scheffler, especially in the statistical category that I care about, which is striking the motherfucking ball. Zally really hurts on his putting. He gets into it. He gets out of it. He put it well on the West Coast on the putter last year during the swing. Take that for what you will. But ultimately, this is just a coin flip to me, and I would much rather have, and I think that the market doesn't reflect this, but I'd much rather have Willie Z at 49 than Scotty at 40. Two guys who have never won, by the way. So, I mean, they're on the same page in that. Neither of these guys are winning this golf tournament by there's no chance. So, anyways, thoughts on that. Let me give you a couple guys I think can actually win this tournament that I'm not on. You ready?
Yes.
Daniel Berger.
Oh boy, out of sight, out of mind, huh?
Man, I used to ride him like fucking Seabiscuit. He has been falling off the map. 45? What? I'm sorry. Yeah. Let me 65.
Value. Top 10s? Top 10 on burgers?
20th at the shop, 75th. So he's DFL out of everyone who made the PGA. Third at the Byron Nelson. I mean, he's gaining strokes on approach every single time. Not great chipping. He can win this. A win this year on AT&T on the POA greens, gaining 2.5 strokes on approach there. On the greens. Yeah, I mean, does he hit it far enough? I think that would be the question. But that's a guy that I'll
plays
regret.
Tough course as well.
What's that?
Plays tough course as well.
Yeah, he plays West Coast fine. He's okay. And then my other guy. Look, 65 is almost a bet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to build a card of longer guys, not necessarily, you don't want to go up top. I think Berger is a fine bet at 65.
He's not short.
No, God, no. He's plenty long enough. The other guy, I've been on a lot. Is Trill Hatton. Give me something. What do you think about Hatton?
I haven't seen much. What do you have, like a one top 5 in the past?
Yeah, he lost his form a little bit. If COVID never hit, I think this guy wins a major because he was fucking firing prior. All right, okay, give me this. He got second at the Palmetto, which is more or less worthless because that doesn't matter. All right, I'm gonna give you two numbers. Would you rather have Hatton at 40 or Usti at 50?
Didn't Louis already get his second already?
I mean,
he gets 1 second every major every year.
Yeah.
I
think he got third, but
he doesn't. I don't think he usually contends in multiple majors. He's like one a year.
He's not winning, right?
No, I'd rather have Hatton.
Okay, I think I agree with you. What about Cam Smith at 48?
I'm not falling for it.
I think this is a guy that we and look. I always say this because I'm not a Cam Smith guy by any means. Seems like a nice guy. I'd love to have a couple Fosters with him at some point in his career.
Got a mullet bite.
Miss a cut. I mean, this dude is awful at hitting irons. He's awful at ball striking, to be honest. He's lost strokes on approach in 3 straight. Off the tee, he is like not even like average. He'll chip in. He'll make some putts. On the POA, I'm just not sure that's going to be there. I'm just a full fade of this motherfucker. It's not the first time.
I do not disagree that Cam Smith should be bludgeoned upon at every neck and turn available.
I have an Usti. I have an answer at plus 107 against Cam Smith. Give me that. What do you think?
I think that's an amazing price, and you should take advantage of it at your earliest convenience.
I bet the shit out of that. What's up with Webb?
Somebody said in the chat that today this could be the week that Webb turns it around.
Didn't he break his neck or some shit?
I'm gonna wait.
I gotta dip into my claw cabinet real quick.
Texans ND. I'm gonna wait, but he said the caddy said this could be the week. He's hitting it solid.
Fucking caddies. Caddies never say anything is bad. Daltor's at even odds. I'd like a little plus something. You got to go shopping there, Bernardino. You got to go shopping. Okay, let's go for a couple more. I have a couple long shots that I think can actually win, which is not normal. Give me your thoughts. And look, I have a hold on, I got to push it back up. I'm looking at Joaquin Yako, my dude, at 77-1. I think he can win this golf tournament.
No shot. No shot. Do you hear me, chat? No shot. You're on your own.
Okay, well.
I will make a Lone Ranger drop when I get home. When I get home, I'm making a Lone Ranger drop for you. You can have all the Jocko you want, my man.
Right, so that was a stretch.
I like the kid. I like him better at the Valero.
No shot.
No shot. Funny. Negative.
Okay.
Negative.
All right, I'm gonna give you a longer shot. God, he's been bet down. I think we can find a better number. Give me some cock.
Yeah. I would like Jason Kokrak. Keep the cock. Everybody in the chat.
He can win. He can win, right?
I would. Hey, listen. I've always been suspect about his short game.
Yep.
And his bunker play coming down the stretch.
Fair.
And Jason fucking Cockrack finally made it happen against the Golden Child at one of his home courses. That was impressive.
Well,
that was impressive.
I'm not sure if it was impressive because they both played like absolute dog shit.
I don't think so.
Well, they were slapping it around.
I think he shot 68. I want to say he shot 400.
Oh, okay. I
feel
like they didn't have their games though, right? I mean, it wasn't.
They had their games all week to be in the position they were.
Yes, yeah. They shot like 64, 65, 64, and it was just like a 2-man race. And the cock basically was like this. Just laid it right on Spieth's fucking
He
bag.
put the cock right on his forehead.
Right on his bag before the round. He basically was like,
"Here's my dick. Right on
here
your
it is,
like
bud.
That.
Come get this shit." And was dealing with all the fuckers talking shit to him. You could hear that at the Colonial. They were in his ear. And here's the thing about the cock. He's figured out how to putt the golf ball. He is actually like in this season, 2021, he is a top 20 punter on tour.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that's wild. Considering how well he hits it, I don't know. To me, he's down to 50. I think you can go find better numbers. For anyone that long, I like Waco. I'll always bet him. Jocko, Waco, whatever. But the cock, he's alive.
I think best value total on the board.
2 wins this year. 2 wins in 6 months. What are we talking about? Love it. Yeah, the cock is alive. That's why he's 50-1 on the sharp bets. You can go find him at fucking 70, no problem.
Yeah, give it to him.
All the top 20s you can eat. Right in the fucking face. Shane Lowry, no chance, right?
Yeah. I would if the guy he's in head-to-head with is mediocre, I would love betting Shane Lowry. He's usually a dog, too, for some reason. So
I like that. Fitzpatrick has no chance.
No chance on Fitzy. Sorry.
Casey is going to compete. I like Casey for a top something.
Top 20.
He'll never win.
Never win. But U.S. Open has a pretty good track record.
Cool. Anyone else long? I mean, we're talking about derivatives.
Niedermeyer, I do want to get a little piece of Niedermeyer for like a top 20, just in case he.
The one dude who just absolutely kills it.
320.
I will say this: give me some Max Homa, 100-1, baby. I think this is a great spot for him.
Form, actually.
Yeah, I think of all the guys and look, maybe I'm a Max Homa fucking truther, but I think he has just as good of a chance as any of these guys. That's Woodland of M. I mean, Higgos around there. He's a better chance than Scott Palmer. I mean, Homa has a win at the fucking Tigers Invitational, which is it's not a major, but it's probably one of the top 7 to 8 fields in the nation. So yeah, I like Homa a little bit. 100-1 spray, 20-1, or excuse me, top 20 is kind of But if we're going down, I mean, the cock is fucking the guy. The cock he's totally alive here.
Yeah,
Rom just went to 8.5-1.
Who? Rom?
Rom just went to 8.5-1.
Somebody made a massive bet to make Rom's at 8.5-1.
8.5-1 to win a fucking major. That's wild.
You might want to parlay that with the Padres or some shit.
Right? Yeah. Jared, Charlie Hoffman. Love
Charlie.
Not just like. Love. Look, hey, here's the thing. If you want to take him, if you want to sprinkle a couple bucks on him to win, fine. But just get into some Hoffman derivatives. That would be my suggestion. Like, the dude is fucking playing amazing right now. San Diego guy, again, if you like that narrative. But ultimately, I do like West Coast guys, right? I don't care if he's from San Diego. I like West Coast guys. I think, and more importantly, his form is fucking baller. Right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Anything 100%. Else? I mean, I feel like that was action-packed.
I'm not going too much deeper than that. That's about it.
I mean, I'm not even going that deep, to be honest. It's one of the top. Okay, I'm going to name these names. If one of these motherfuckers doesn't win this golf tournament, I'll be surprised. Rom, Koepka, Spieth, D, Sham, Justin, JT, Rory, Xander's never winning this. Morikawa, Cantlay, Hove, not winning. Reed, Decky could easily win again. Finau, no fucking chance. I think that's your guys. I think those are your guys.
I don't disagree with any of those. Kokrak, the best value on the board.
Yeah.
Bid him for. I would get Kokrak in for 20. I would go for the trifecta: 20, 10s, and 5s.
Oh, I like
Go
that.
ahead.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
why
that.
not? Yeah, let's go.
Load them. Okay. I do have a couple of head-to-heads. You want to hear these?
Si, senor.
Do we have a head-to-head drop that you're going to acapella?
Head to head. James got the head-to-heads here. Yeah.
Fuck the drops. We got this shit. Honestly, that was really good. We don't need drops, dude. We can do this live from fucking Mars. Like, we're good. All right, Willie Z over Sky Shuffler. I'm getting plus 119. I don't understand how they're not just even money. So we'll take the money on Willie Z. I know you talked about Webb. I'm fading him with Casey. I like Casey a lot. We're getting Casey as a dog. Even money dog against Webb. Like, Casey will top 20 this shit. Webb's neck might be broken. So I'm gonna take Casey there. Interrupt me if you have anything.
I don't think that there's an edge too much on the Casey one. The Willie Z, that's a good number. So yeah.
Cool. I have 2 against Cam Smith. I have Usti minus 1.5 at plus 120. I think his current number is like, if you want to lay money line, is like minus 110, minus 115. Like Usti laying the stroke with 120 off him, and then Answer will make Cam Smith forget his name.
Cool.
Answer is going to obliterate Cam Smith.
I haven't seen much Answer, but I know he's a pretty consistent player.
Answer is a dog to Cam Smith, which is just to me, that is wild. It's probably going to be a 2-unit bet.
USGA narrative, that's what it is. Cam Smith has a pretty good USGA tournament. Yeah, jack off.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking jerk that fucking narrative right off. Hoffman minus 1.5 over Fleetwood. I mean, Fleetwood sucks. I mean, that guy fucking sucks.
It's so weird that how can a guy
he sucks
with aesthetically pretty golf swing. How can that golf swing get off? It's almost like how does Charlie Hoffman's golf swing get off?
It doesn't. That's why we're taking Charlie Hoffman.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Tommy Fleetwood fucking sucks. So we're gonna fade him. That's a 2-unit bet for me. That's almost a drone, to be honest. Like, there is no way Charlie Hoffman loses to Fleetwood. Right. That's as close as a drone as I'll get. Man, I might bet that as a drone and give it as a for-profit listener. That's close. That is the best bet there is. Anyways, Sergio over Leishman. I think Leishman's getting a lot of play because he won here, spraying it left, right, and like backwards. You're not going to be able to do that this week, Leash. You're fucked if you do that, and you bunt it. So I don't see that being like, give me a fade of these form guys, like these course form guys. Like, that's why Rahm is 8-1 because you won here once. Like, oh, okay, cool, man. It's not the same goddamn golf course. So dumb. People are fucking idiots. I have the cock over English laying a 1.5.
Oh my god, I would hammer that. That might be
you like that one? Okay. Laying the stroke and a half at plus 110. You love that one. Is that yours? Your favorite one?
Let's go.
Last but not least, Rafa Cabello Benjo. Over JT Poston, who is like he has his foot off tour. If he hadn't won, he'd be out because he sucks. RCB is a plus 111 favorite. I don't get it. Poston sucks. He cannot hit the golf ball. Like,
I hope RCB got rid of Ledbetter.
Well, RCB has shown a little bit of form within the last month, and Poston hits it like he booked every fucking every hotel on the Corn Ferry. So
best biceps on tour, by the way, RCB.
Okay. Oh God, the guy's ripped. Okay, a couple that aren't out yet, but maybe you have. I'm just gonna run through these real quick. I want to bet these. They might show up. If you're listening to this soon, you might get these. Hopefully, I'm just gonna bank through them with no analysis. Max Helmo over -116 over Bethan Cock, -137 over Adam Scott, who cannot hit the ball anymore. Louis -119 over Fitz. I like Phil over Rose. I think Phil is going to do fine here. Phil over Rose. Spieth 114 +114 over Finau, and then Xander fades. Rory +113, Brooks +127, Bryson +111 over Xander. I cannot guarantee you guys those numbers. I will show you the numbers I bet. I'm not guaranteeing I can bet those. Those are off the matchbook shit. So that's like, I don't know if I'm going to ever get those. I'm telling you what you can bet. Maybe I will let you know if I bet those. And I'm not posting those. I have not bet those. I just want to make that clear. I have not bet any of those. So, but if you can get those numbers or find them, whatever, bet them.
No disagreements there.
Torrey
Pines.
Real quick, if anyone's in Vegas this week, come see your boy. I'll be there all week.
What do you mean? You'll be there all week? Where are you now?
California.
I'll be there all week.
I'll be there all week starting Thursday.
My buddy's gonna be there again. So if you guys want to,
do I know him? Is that one of the guys that I need to talk to?
Rainbow, the Prince, the one. He's there again.
Is true.
He's always there
Cool.
during the majors.
All right. Well, look, I mean, I'm not sure if you can get any more information into a fucking 1.11 hour podcast.
1-1. That was great. Thank you guys for listening. We are going to hope for another profitable U.S. Open. This is one of our better tournaments, if I'm not mistaken. We've done pretty well over the years. Thanks to Bryson, of course. And did you have who won? Colin. No, this PGA.
I had I went like 8-2 at the U.S. Open for time my head out. But whatever. Neither here nor there. It's just fun. Torrey Pines wrapping it right here. Look at this. Torrey. My favorite fucking golf course I've ever played. I love it there. So excited. Let's go. DMs, right? Your DMs are open, right?
Yes, DMs are open. Y'all hit me up. I'll be answering and playing poker. So.
All right. I love it. Yeah. All right. With that being said, Haven, good to see you again, man. It's been like a month.
It's great to see you as well, James. Good luck to everyone.
Yes, sir. We out.
We out.